Alright, since I'm obviously the best Mortal Kombat player, I think I should go ahead and make a video on this. I talk about this a lot when I have these discussions on Mortal Kombat. If I was the James Gunn, or let me be the James Gunn of Mortal Kombat, promise you we gonna be in good hands. I still stand by that statement. NRS, WB, I think y'all should go ahead and hire me. Like, I don't have a resume for y'all, but I think y'all should just go ahead and hire me, bro. Go ahead. I decided to make a video on this. There's different ways that I was thinking about doing this. I was thinking about doing like a 10-year plan, having like a timeline of what's going to come out after. How I wrote it in my notes, I would have to go back and rewrite everything. That way I have a structure, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't feel like doing that. But if you know Mortal Kombat, if you understand the gist of Mortal Kombat, you will be able to figure out what goes after what. I got these split up in movies, shows, and games. Before I get this started, right quick. One, W fight choreography. We're gonna have the best fight choreography ever, bro. Something like warrior, real mixed martial artists. I want real martial artists, bro. Everybody who's casted, they gotta be real martial artists, or they gotta be willing to learn martial arts. That too, bro. I want real fighters. I'm not gonna fan cast anybody because I haven't watched every movie. Like, I'm not gonna cast The Rock as Scorpion. I'm not just gonna do that. There's gonna be some actors that I just don't know that will fit the role. Also, actual fatalities from the game, not the basic ass ones. I mean, there's gonna be some callbacks to the basic fatalities. We're not just doing a heart rip or ripping somebody's head off. We doing like Noob Saibot's wishbone fatality. We doing real violent ones from like MK9, X11, some even one. We're doing those. X-rays and fatal blows, they're going to be in here. I want to do some actual fatal blows in the game, because a lot of those fatal blows could just be fatalities if we be here for real. Game references and Easter eggs, all of that is going to be scattered throughout the MK universe. It should feel fun and it should have humor, but it needs to feel scary at times. I feel like the new Mortal Kombat movie, just an overall fun feeling movie. It never feels too dark, and that's not Mortal Kombat. To me, it has that humor and it has that charm, but it needs to feel dark and scary when it's time to. And one last thing I want to say is everything is going to be in universe. The games, in the movies, in the shows, everything is going to connect. If it doesn't connect, then I'm going to tell you. What I'm going to do for this universe is the Mortal Kombat movies and shows, they all focus on the classic Mortal Kombat story. And the Mortal Kombat main games will focus on new stories. So the Mortal Kombat movies is going to focus on retelling the whole story of Mortal Kombat. So MK1 all the way up until Mortal Kombat Armageddon, pretty much. And the reason why I'm doing it like this is because more of the casuals is going to gravitate towards the movies and the shows. They need to understand the real story of Mortal Kombat, because a lot of casual fans don't know about Deception, don't know about Armageddon. There's a lot of things that people don't know about Mortal Kombat, and I think the movies and the shows can highlight that in a better way. Play Mortal Kombat, you know of Deception and all of that. So I don't think that we need to tell a similar story to Deception. The games will focus on brand new stories and ideas. Mortal Kombat gamers, they experience the whole story, but for the movies and the shows, that's where they're going to do that at. So first Mortal Kombat movie, Liu Kang is the main character. I don't think I should say that, but some people don't understand that. Mortal Kombat's main character should always be Liu Kang. Classic Mortal Kombat focused tournament. We're doing a tournament. For the first, I'm going to talk about some story beats, but I'm not going to go throughout the whole entire story of what needs to be done. I'm just going to bullet point some points that need to be hit in this movie. And in all of the movies once I get down to it. Shang Tsung, he's going to be the main villain. Scorpion needs to kill Bi-Han in this movie, okay? Scorpion will have his revenge in this movie. We're going to learn more about Scorpion. We definitely going to learn more about Scorpion. Liu Kang wins the tournament. He should. Johnny Cage unlocks his power. He doubted himself a little bit because he's facing like real people with powers, but then he unlocks his green aura shit. He feels a lot more confident about himself. Sonya rescues Jax. The Kano Sonya banter. You already know Shang Tsung, he cries like a bitch because he lost. He goes to Shao Kahn. Please don't kill me, I'm sorry. What if we change the rules of the tournament? And he does all that, and then, you know, we setting up for Shao Kahn. Boom. The first Mortal Kombat movie is always the easiest one. It's so easy to get it right. You can't fuck it up. You can't fuck up the first movie. Characters in this: Liu Kang, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Sonya, Johnny Cage, Kano, Goro, Raiden, Kung Lao, Reptile, Kitana, Shang Tsung. Now, we getting into the real movie. We getting a Scorpion solo movie. You know I wasn't gonna do it, bro. Why would I not put a Scorpion solo movie on here? Come on now, bro. It's not gonna be like Scorpion's Revenge, where like Liu Kang and Sonya and them is sprinkled in it. It's just gonna be solely focused on Scorpion. And now, when I was writing this, there's two ways that I was thinking about this, and I still don't know because I think both is really good. One is a Scorpion Origins, and I know, oh, Scorpion, oh, his family killed, oh.
What more do you want from me? Oh.
Not starting at that point. I want to start Scorpion as a kid, and then him climbing the ranks into getting Grandmaster in the Shirai Ryu, and just a whole history of that, because we don't know, we don't get that. We first meet Scorpion when his family dies. We don't really see how Hanzo was before all of that. So I think that would be cool to see him and his family and how that dynamic was, and then him learning and training to be the best or whatever. And then at the end of that movie, that's when his family dies. I honestly think that that's cool. It's not really like a happy ending. I don't know. I just think that just fits his character. And it's crazy that I'm saying that, but it's Scorpion, bro. He don't really get to have happiness. I do like seeing Scorpion happy, bro, because it's rare. NRS doesn't like that, bro. If you ask NetherRealm Studios for a happy ending for Scorpion, you know what they gonna say? Bitch, I'd rather die! Or what I was thinking is just Scorpion in his prime. He's on like some type of adventure. Let's just say like Quan Chi got him doing some shit, and then he meeting people across the way or something like that. I don't really know, because I do want to see prime Scorpion just doing shit. I want a Liu Kang Kung Lao movie. Now, I was just going to make it a Liu Kang solo movie. It's like a Shaolin Monks movie. I just think that would be cool. I feel like Liu Kang and Kung Lao, they kind of piggyback off of each other really good. It would make more sense for a Liu Kang solo movie than a Kung Lao solo movie, but they can still go through their own character development separately while still being in the same movie. And of course, a Scorpion and Sub-Zero movie. That is going to be Scorpion and Sub-Zero, Kuai Liang going on some type of adventure and shit like that, and they sitting there chilling, they do whatever they need to do. Something like Battle of the Realms, but just more focused on them. Second movie, now we're doing a retelling of Mortal Kombat 2. Liu Kang is the main protagonist. It is the second tournament. Shao Kahn is the main villain. One point that I really want to put on here that they really kind of gloss over, and this is a point that I really like about the OG timeline of Mortal Kombat, is Scorpion feeling bad for Kuai Liang. That's something that we really don't see a lot. When Scorpion finds out that there is another Sub-Zero, he feels bad because Scorpion kind of makes him like the little brother. I feel like they still have some type of animosity. Scorpion feels bad for Kuai Liang. He's not just like, get out there! That nigga is get out there! He can differentiate the two and realizes Kuai Liang is not Bi-Han, and I really do like that about Scorpion, that they really gloss over. So I want that to be a point in the story. And what I want to say too, I'm about to name off the characters for the Mortal Kombat 2 movie. Characters that was in the previous Mortal Kombat movie, they're also going to be in this. Some of the roles is going to be lessened. And now that I'm saying it, I forgot some people gotta die. I ain't gonna lie, I low-key forgot about that, about Mortal Kombat. That like low-key people gotta die. But for the main part, everybody that was in the previous Mortal Kombat, their roles might be reduced because they might not be like the main center point of the story, but they're still going to be present in the movie. But the characters for the Mortal Kombat 2 movie, Baraka, Kentaro, Jade, Melina, and Jax. For the third movie, Shao Kahn invades Earthrealm. We already know how it goes. Liu Kang is once again the main protagonist. Shao Kahn is the main villain. Noob Saibot, I want Noob Saibot here, and I was thinking how I want to do this. Noob Saibot doesn't get revealed to be who he is until later down the line, not until like MK Deception. Like, I want crumbs of Noob Saibot there just to let people know. But Noob Saibot gonna be there, but he gonna have a small role. For the characters, Striker, Sindel, Cabal, Shiva, Rain, Noob Saibot, Nightwolf, Cyber Smoke, Cyrax, and Sector. Another one for the movies is Mortal Kombat Legends. I don't know why they stopped it. I don't know, but I think Mortal Kombat Legends is good. I really do like what they was doing. but there's going to be some things that I'm going to do right quick. First, I want Mortal Kombat Legends to be random animated movies about a character or a story or whatever. It could be about literally anything. I don't want it to just be the good guy team versus the bad guy team. Like, it could be a whole movie just on Ermac. It could be a whole movie just on Barack. It could really be anything, and that's what I want. All of my shows and movies and games, it's not going to hit every character. Some characters are just not going to get their own movie. Y'all want a Suhao movie, bro? Now, for the shows. We're going to get to start off with a Lin Kuei show. I want a Lin Kuei show. I think that's a really cool idea. I'm not even gonna lie, as a real diehard Scorpion fan, I think Lin Kuei is more interesting than the Shirai Ryu. It's only Scorpion and like Takeda. They hold no lore or no anything outside of Scorpion. The Lin Kuei, on the other hand, there's a lot you can do with Lin Kuei. Now, for what I want to do, I want the Lin Kuei show to be an origins of Cyrax and Sector. So we're going to see kid / teenager / young adult Cyrax Sector, and just seeing the politics that goes on into the Lin Kuei. Like, what do they do? What's their purpose? Smoke, Tomas, Bihan, he's going to be in there. Kuai Liang is going to be in there, and I want the Cyber Initiative. I want that to be the finale. But in the future, I want the show to pick back up. If you know the Mortal Kombat story, Sub-Zero takes over the Lin Kuei, and that's his shit now. So it's going to focus on Cyrax and Sector, and then eventually it's going to turn into a Sub-Zero show. Mortal Kombat Elseworlds. Now, the reason why I'm making this, I had Mortal Kombat Legends. I don't know what it is now, but when it started, it seemed like they was building up to their own little universe. But then when you got to like Snowblind and shit, it started being the Elseworlds story. And I like both of those ideas, telling random stories. Sub-Zero might be a god or some shit, just some random shit. But I'm going to make it into a show outside of universe. Not going to connect to anything that has to do with the movies. I want a Kitana Edenia show. Same thing with like the Lin Kuei. I think outside of Earthrealm and Outworld, I think Edenia is the most interesting realm, and there's a lot you can do with that. You could talk about King Jerry, you could talk about Sindel, you got Kitana, you got Jade, Rain, Tanya. I want Kitana to be the main character, but I do want other characters to be involved in this. Outworld is also going to get a show. I don't know who I want to make the main character. It's probably going to be Shao Kahn. I want Melina to be there. I want Baraka, Shang Tsung, Ermac, Reptile. All the Outworld characters, it's all just going to be focused on them. Of course, a Johnny Cage show. I want a Johnny Cage show. That will probably be the peacemaker of the universe. I'm not even gonna lie. There's so much things you can do with Johnny Cage, bro. That shit will pop off. Random stories, adventures. You might have something where he's talking about a movie or whatever, or he's going through getting some deal with a movie, and then you cut to him fighting somebody in Mortal Kombat. There's just gonna be a whole bunch of shit going on with Johnny Cage. And I want a Kano / Black Dragon show. Now, for this, I was thinking of an interesting villain. And what really made me think about this is like the Penguin show. And even though Penguin is not canon to DCU, but I wanted a show about a villain. And I think Kano fits the deal the best. Kano can definitely carry a show. I want Kano to be there. I want Tremor. I want Aaron Black. I know Aaron Black is a new gen. I mean, he's technically not even Black Dragon. He just works with them sometimes. Bro, Aaron Black is just cool as shit, and I want him to be in here. We don't see Aaron Black until MKX, but I want him here now. Aaron Black is a part of the MK trilogy universe. He pulled up early to the game. All right. I want Cabal to be there. No Face? People don't know about No Face. I want Jarek there sometimes. Jarek gonna be like the one who gets shit in them. He's just gonna be the one that's just there to get made fun of. Nobody likes Jarek. Kira and Cobra, they're gonna be there, but they're just gonna like pop out here and there. They might just join the team for an episode or two. Them doing Black Dragon shit, doing mercenary jobs and hitman shit, killing people. And one more thing for the shows. I want a Nightwolf show. Since basing this off of James Gunn, James Gunn likes to tell stories with characters that people really don't know about. And I think Nightwolf fits the bill. There was other characters that I was thinking of, but I just don't think that they're interesting enough to carry a story, I was thinking about Baraka, and plus like Baraka is already going to be a part of the Outworld show, so I don't think it would have made sense for him because we can just learn more about him in that. But a character that is going to be new to the game that you're not really going to see like that is Nightwolf. He's attached to the Earthrealm team, but he's not Special Forces, he's not White Lotus, he's not Lin Kuei, he's just his own thing. And we just learn more about the ancestors and the whole Nightwolf shit. Nightwolf isn't one person. Nightwolf is similar to like Green Lantern. If a Nightwolf dies, it goes on to another person. Anybody can be Nightwolf. It's not just that one guy that we've been seeing in Mortal Kombat. It's multiple people. So I think that would be a cool idea. Now, last but not least, the games. And the Mortal Kombat main games does not focus on the tournament, like I said, even though we would like to because we haven't seen them in a while. If Onaga pops back up for the main games, I don't want it to be because it's a retelling of Deception. Bring Onaga back in a brand new way that we've never seen before. Same thing with Blaze, same thing with a lot of these characters. Don't just bring them back just to tell a story that we already told before. Okay, since I am in charge, since I am James Gunn, I am greenlighting Shaolin Monks Remastered. We're getting that shit done ASAP. You know what else we remastering? All the Third Day Era games remastered, all of them. Also, MK9 remastered. We're also doing that, bro. There's no reason why MK9 shouldn't get remastered. It is what it is. MKX and 11, I think it's about time for MKX remastered. It's been like what, 10 years? 11, I don't think so. I think 11 is still fresh. 1, we're not talking about that. All right, remasters out the way. I know I just said Shaolin Monks Remastered. We're following that shit up with Fire and Ice. Mortal Kombat Fire and Ice. Boom, done. After Fire and Ice, you know what we get next? A Kitana and Mileena game. And then after a Kitana and Mileena game, you know what else we getting? A Raiden and Shao Kahn game. Imagine a Raiden and Shao Kahn game. Bro, we're playing as the strongest characters in Mortal Kombat, bro. You know how fire that shit would be? Going up against actual gods and shit. My idea for the Fire and Ice Kitana Mileena game and the Shao Kahn and Raiden game. All of those games is going to connect to the MKU. And the mainline Mortal Kombat games are going to be in its own separate universe. It's not connected to the movies or the shows. It is its own separate universe. So you got the MKU universe, which is the movies and the shows in the Fire and Ice Kitana Mileena Raiden Shao Kahn game. And then you have the game universe, which is just the mainline title Mortal Kombat games that we're going to be getting. And then you have the Elseworld stories, which is its own separate thing away from those two things. This is where I'm going to be kind of confused. Even though this is like years and years away from like my actual plan, we're going to be stuck eventually, because when you get to Armageddon, if we're telling the story of Mortal Kombat Armageddon, that's pretty much the end of Mortal Kombat. That's pretty much the end. And then Raiden goes back in time, and then we go back in time to MK1 technically. After that, MKX introduces the Combat Kids, and then MK11 there's some characters too that's new. I don't know how we're going to introduce that, so I don't know how we're going to get past Armageddon but also introduce the Combat Kids and Devora and Collector. Honestly, Chronica and Centurion, that shit just popped up in my head. We're not doing that Titan shit, bro. No Titans. Elder God is the top, or the one being, actually. It's the one being. It's one being, Elder Gods, and I think that's it. I'm a little stuck, so I don't know what we're going to do after that, but eventually we're going to have to get into Takeda's story, Cassie's story, Jackie's story. It's just, I don't know how we're going to get there. You really don't got to worry about that right now, but that's something that I thought about. If I was James Gunn, this is what I would do. So, WB, go ahead and tell me when to sign the contract. I'll go ahead and get y'all started. Y'all already know what to do. Y'all can reach out to me. Just email me, whatever y'all gotta do, WB. Just make sure, you know, you get in contact with me. We can get in a Zoom call. Whatever we gotta do to, like, you know, get this ironed out. Ed Boon, I look forward to meeting you. I look forward to meeting the team of NRS when I am there. Yeah. I mean, yeah, this is it. This is it. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here though. I am James Gunn. I just saved the Mortal Kombat universe, bro. We're calling it the MKU, or we might call it the MKCU. You know, we might make some shit up. I could do anything with this. This is my shit. The pick verse. We can do multiple things. No, not we. I can do multiple things with this shit, bro. Again, if there's anything that y'all would add or take away, let me know. If y'all rocking with the MKU, let me know. WB again, go ahead and hit me up.